Hey, Jeremy, can you help me? Oh my God. What's wrong with my voice?
That's not your voice, that's... Jesus H.
What's happening? Is this a dream? Quick, punch me in the face.
I can't punch you, you're a girl.
Well, technically I'm a boy because I have...
Still got it.
But seriously.
Holy.
What's going on?
I don't know, you're the one who started talking as me. Isn't this kind of your problem?
I mean, it's both our problem. Because
Alright.
I'm you and you're me, but we're the same. We're each other, but we're still our person.
Is this what marriage is like?
Are we drunk?
No, we're in Franklin. Of course no one will drink in Franklin. But, well, you started this. You need to figure this out.
Or we could have fun with it.
Like puppets?
No, like, watch. Boobs. Dental floss. Ah.
I wouldn't say any of those things. Why are you making me...
No, I mean, you'd say all these things like, I hate naked women.
I don't think I've said that. That's kind of frustrating. You're putting words in my mouth.
These glasses are fake.
That's patently untrue.
Okay, you try.
Okay, I think I got this. Max Fleck is really cool.
Ew.
I really want to date Adam Hazy. I really don't like going out to the bars.
Now you know I would never say that.
Well, yeah, you didn't. I said it with your voice, but I said
Try
it.
Try something more me. Like sparkle.
Alright. Hi, I'm Sarah Volpio, and I'm the host of, what's No? Emma, no. The Blurb. That's the one you host?
Right. I'm Jeremy Herbert, and I like sports. I'm Jeremy Herbert, and I'm the world's biggest frozen yogurt fan.
Now, I think you're missing the mark still.
Should we be concerned about this?
I don't know. I mean, it seems kind of random that this happened at all.
Maybe I should try hitting you in the face.
I don't really think that's...
Still got it, Volpio. Still got it.
Hey guys, good morning. You know what time it is? It's time for breakfast with my bros, alright? We're gonna get cereal, we're gonna get waffles, we're gonna get eggs. You guys look busy. I'll see ya!
Live from the University, it's The Agenda. And now, here's your host, Alex Hers.
Welcome to The Agenda. We have a great show for you tonight, but before we begin, I'd like to say that last week's show, while well written and well planned out by our tech crew, experienced a few technical problems, but we promise that this show will not experience any technical difficulties of any... Come on guys, roll the prompter. Kind. No technical problems of any kind. Starting now. Actress Emma Watson gave a speech to the United Nations last week discussing her thoughts on feminism. Watson has also created a Twitter campaign using the hashtag #HeForShe, encouraging men to show their support for gender equality, to which men responded, "As long as I'm still getting paid more, I'm in." 542 people dressed as Batman and gathered in Calgary this week as a charity event for the United Way, setting the Guinness World Record for most Batmen in a single area. They also set the world record for most Canadian virgins in a single area without the supervision of their parents. Disney made a PR mess for itself last week when it announced that Maelstrom, a longtime resident of Epcot's Norway Pavilion, will be closing. But what turned up the heat on the situation was its replacement, a Frozen-themed boat ride. Theme park fans are up to arms over losing a classic attraction, and Frozen fans are just as angry over getting a subpar refitting of the same existing ride instead of a whole new one. At this point, Disney just wishes everybody would let it go. A man was arrested this week after claiming for over 25 years that he was a retired police officer. Meanwhile, Kristen Stewart is still free while claiming to be an actress for nearly the same amount of time. This past Monday, the Daily Kent State released their paper with the headline, "We'll Never Lose the Stigma," covering Kent State being known around the world for almost solely for the events of May 4th, 1970. While we here at The Agenda would love to help Kent be known for other things, so here to help me present some possible new slogans for our university is our very own Casey Braun. Thanks for doing this, Casey.
Oh, well, thank you, Alex. I'm glad to be here.
Come on over here.
Oh, well, maybe I will.
Hanging out over there. So weird.
It's crazy.
All right, now let's try out some new slogans, shall we?
Let's do it. Kent State University, the best university in the world that rhymes with blank plate blumversity.
Kent State University, the Windy City.
Kent State University, something something black squirrels.
Kent State University, May 5th.
Kent State University, just like Akron, except safe.
Kent State University, hilly and silly.
Kent State University, hot and cold and always at the wrong times.
Kent State University, we have a whole house to poems.
Kent State University, your parents are disappointed.
Kent State University, one of the guys who played Batman sort of went here for a little while.
Kent State University, excellence in action. One word.
Nice. Kent State University, can't read, can't write, can't come up with any new insults.
Ooh, Kent State University, under construction since 1910.
Kent State University, home of the kid who did the awkward tour video.
Oh, plug. Kent State University, freshman 50.
Kent State University, parking services doesn't want you here.
Kent State University, Acorn Apocalypse.
Kent State University, not sponsored by Urban Outfitters.
Yow. Kent State University, let me go.
Kent State University, home of the most expensive student-run TV station that nobody watches.
Kent State University, you'll want to leave in a flash.
Kent State University, sure you'll use that rock wall.
Kent State University, home of Hell at Heathridge.
Kent State University, we have Andy Ann's now.
Kent State University, sports.
Kent State University, we have the tallest building in Portage County. Promise.
Kent State University, no Coke here.
Kent State University, big cookies.
Kent State University, winter is coming.
Kent State University, Rosies can go to hell.
Kent State University, study abroad. Her name's Karen.
Kent State University, Hogwarts takes 7 years. What's 6?
Kent State University, here's your diploma. Now someone's ass needs a wiping.
Kent State University, hope you like the word flash, bitch.
Kent State University, you've probably only seen us in the news from something horrible.
Wow, I have to say I am out of breath. I don't think I could do any more of these.
Well, that's because you're a weak host. I could do better.
Well, I guess we'll never know if that's true. Thanks, Casey. We'll be right back.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Welcome back to the show. We love you. Kim Kardashian is making headlines this past week for being the most recent celebrity to have her nude pictures hacked and released online. It wasn't that hard for the hackers to find the pictures, however, because they were conveniently located on her Instagram account. Legendary comedian Joan Rivers passed away earlier this month, but it seems her Facebook page is still alive and well. This past week, the page made a scheduled sponsored post as the late Joan Rivers, raving about how much she loves her new iPhone 6. The iPhone 6. Turns out you can take it with you. President Beverly Warren has been a very social presence on campus so far in her career. The students genuinely seem to like her, and it's hard to imagine a time when we didn't like our president. So here to remind us is the former chairman himself, Lester Lefton.
Hello, students.
Now, I immediately regret this.
You want to talk about tuition? Oh, wait, I don't frickin' have to.
Stop. So, what have you been up to, Lester?
Please, Mr. Professor, Dr. Former President Lefton, PhD.
You, sir, are no Bev.
Right you are, kid. I play a lot more golf now than she does.
Wow, you're really sticking it to her.
Do you miss my little emails, my little photo projects that we had I wore to football games?
I mean, I do miss the hat a little bit.
Well, my secretary wrote all those. I don't even know how to turn a camera on. And I burned that hat, Alex. And I roasted marshmallows on its crackling remains.
Wow, you're a monster.
Retiree. And yeah, I said secretary, fire me. Oh, wait.
I'm still not entirely sure why you're even here.
Because
so.
I'm a free man, boy. I can make lewd hand gestures like the one I'm making under the table right now.
All right, I don't know how long you've been out of the general public, but thumbs up is not a lewd hand gesture.
It is if you do this with it.
Oh, God. That's foul. Yeah, wow.
And I can talk about relations and watch National Lampoon's Van Wilder without feeling guilty.
Did you just come here to insult us? I mean, we did name an entire esplanade after you.
Really?
So.
You named an expensive waste-of-space sidewalk that nobody wanted after old Lefty? Now I can retire in peace knowing I made a difference.
You know, to be honest, I always looked up to you, like a father almost.
I have no children. Have a good week, Golden Flashes. Lester A. Lefton out.
I feel a great darkness has been lifted in the studio. Well, if you've looked at the ground at all this past week, you've probably seen the floor mats advertising the homecoming. It's coming, and we have a video from our very own Maggie and Adam explaining more.
Hey guys!
If you're anything like me,
And let's hope you're not!
then you sure are glad we're all back here for another semester here at Kent State. Go Flashes!
And what better way to celebrate being back than with Homecoming 2014? Nothing! I can't think of a better way!
Watch the game, hang out with peers, and make memories that'll last a lifetime.
And for those of you that are math majors, that's a long time!
Homecoming's almost an entire month away.
But don't worry, because we're going to tell you about it anyway!
We're gonna tell you about it anyways.
As the website on the sticker on the floor tells you, it's October 18th!
That's a one-in-a-native one experience you'll never forget.
That morning class getting you down, buddy? Well, don't worry, because Homecoming is on its way!
So what's going on for Homecoming?
More like what isn't going on for Homecoming? We get things rolling with an office decorating contest. So get your Dilbert calendars ready and pinned to October. Circle the date, you don't want to miss it.
And then we'll celebrate Tri-Towers being renovated.
So years of neglect are a thing of the past, and all your friends over in Raccoons and Liebrick are living the sweet life.
The sweetest life on campus.
Well, Housing Services knows how to throw a real party. That's nothing compared to Bounce Madness. The bouncing.
Bouncy!
Okay.
Nothing gets a lot of responsible adults going like a bunch of bounce houses, am I right?
Of course you are.
Of course I am! And that's just Wednesday of Homecoming week!
Thursday gets even more ratchet.
We've got That's About Coffee, dinner at Ray's Place, and the hottest ticket event of the day!
A speech from Naveen Sharma, the Director of Information and Computer Services of the Xerox Group. It gets even spicier after dark. That's right, the Mr. Flash pageant.
Come on down and objectify the boys on campus for once!
And see who has what it takes to be Kent's own Mr. Flash.
And stay tuned for the best part, the penis competition!
That's actually not part of the show, Hazy.
Well,
It's not that kind of flashing.
then that's a really stupid name.
And then for the whole weekend,
The whole weekend?
the May 4th Visitor Center is having an open house. I'm not really comfortable being that excited about it.
And we're just getting started. There's still the William Taylor Awards for something.
The wood burning workshop, where you burn wood.
And of course, the Kiss on the K.
Whoa there, Hazy, what are you doing?
It's tradition.
Okay, I did not agree to this. They are paying me in t-shirts I already.
This would make the video more interesting though.
Oh, I'm Adam. I thought I'd get mouth laid on the K. Step off, Hazy. There you have it.
And there you have it. Homecoming's still over a month away, so start planning all your favorite events, people of my age and demographic.
And this is all to forget about the most important part of Homecoming. Drink
The game!
the game! Because if you're a Flash, you just can't miss it.
You just can't miss it.
What the hell, dude?
What?
You keep repeating everything I say.
I repeat it for emphasis.
For emphasis!
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Stop!
Stop!
Go Flashes!
That was painful. Moving on.
You know there's a 75% chance that your average college student isn't going to make it out of here in 4 years.
I'm not your average college student. Hey babe, yeah, it's official. Looks like I'm getting out of this hellhole a year early. We're celebrating at your place tonight?
Sir, you're not going to believe this. We have a 3-year on our hands.
Fantastic party. Invite a couple of your friends over. I'll invite the guys over.
Must be my lucky day.
Shouldn't you be registering for graduation? You know the deadline's tomorrow.
I'll just do it online tomorrow. I don't got nothing to worry about.
How long's he got?
He
University allows administration until tomorrow evening.
24 hours.
But he can just do it online right now.
Yes, he can. It's a shame. That flash line maintenance, though.
What flashlight maintenance?
Just when you need it most.
Mr. Andrews!
That's my father's name.
Well, he's not the one graduating a year early, is he?
And you are?
Shut down campus transportation.
But what about kids getting to class?
Just do it! Thank you.
They gave you a gun?
Oh, you like it? Well, we have several gun-friendly student groups on campus. ROTC, Portage County Young Guns, Black Squirrel Radio, Campus Republicans.
Why are you doing this to me?
You know, for a 3-year student, you're pretty stupid.
You want me to pay for a 4th year that badly?
No. I want you to pay for a 5th and 6th.
You must have taken a look at my transcript, if you're that determined.
I did. A little too short for my taste, and the ending left something to be desired.
So you know about my minor.
Applied martial arts.
And how does that make you feel?
I hound kids like you for a lot of reasons. The university needs money, but also because students don't respect education anymore.
What are you talking about?
I still haven't graduated, Mr. Andrews, but I'm one class away from majoring in every form of ass-kicking there is to study.
So, what are you saying?
I'm saying you might want to think about double majoring because you're not getting to that graduation office by sundown.
You probably aced psychology of a madman, didn't you?
A-. Teacher was a bitch.
So, bitch!
You know, Intro to Self-Defense is a pretty common class.
I know. I taught it. Twice.
Then you should know better.
Massachusetts police have arrested a man they say broke into a home and cooked himself a snack. When confronted by police days later, he denied the charges, but police confirmed their suspicions by sampling the man's stool, where they found the undigested contraband. We're still awaiting confirmation on whether or not the corn will be returned to its rightful owners. However, none of this is news to me. People have been cooking in other people's homes for decades. There's even a show about it. Let's watch it.
Hey guys, welcome to Bacon and Entering. I'm your host Betty Jumbles, and we have quite the treat for you today. Anyway, today we'll be making gourmet grilled cheese. You want to impress those in-laws, don't you? Of course you do. Well, let's get started. So let's start with spraying the pan with some Pam. This is the easy part. Super. Now all you have to do is turn the heat on. But make sure you're quiet because you never know who's home. Okay, let's move on. So now you're gonna butter your bread. This family uses low-carb bread. I'm more of a sourdough fan, but let's not be picky because, well, I don't live here. Now that your bread's been buttered, it's time for cheese. Looks like we have some Swiss soy cheese right here. I just don't get it. Smells like my time at the county jail. Good. Now comes the meat part. Today we'll be using some ham. Ham-tastic. Now that we have that done, it's time to grill that cheese. Sorry about that, folks. Where were we? Oh yeah, the grilling. Now to grill the sandwich, we'll be using a little method I like to call the flip. Now that it's nice and brown, it's time to eat. If you want to get fancy with it, you can add a little bit of peanut butter.
Wait, what the f are you doing in my house?
Bacon and Entering, welcome!
Get the hell out! I'm calling the cops!
Everybody scram!
Ah, come on!
Oh God, okay!
They're trying to cook in my house! Looks good.
While technically illegal, I still enjoy that show way more than The Big Bang Theory. Stop recommending it to me, Netflix. Do I look like a sad, middle-aged woman with no weekend plans? You know what? Don't answer that. We at The Agenda like to nurture new talent, and that means giving them guest segments without actually editing them. So without further ado, here's Colin Anderson's Joke of the Week. All right, Colin, my boy, it's your time to shine. So,
Okay.
So go ahead. I'm excited for you.
All right, I'm excited too.
Great.
This is nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Okay. So a man walks into a bar, and upon entering the bar, he sees that tonight's entertainment is the shortest man he's ever seen in his entire life, playing the piano. I mean, for a man, this guy was teeny tiny, but he thinks nothing of it and goes to the bar to order a drink. He pulls out his bar stool, and on his bar stool, he sees a genie lamp. And he's been around the block a time or two, so he knows what to do. Gives the lamp a little rub. And once he does that, boom, a genie pops out. Looks to be like hundreds of centuries old. He looks at him and says, "I'll grant you one wish, my son." So the guy thinks about it for a second. He says, "Okay, I'd like $1 million." So the genie waves his hand, snaps his fingers, and poof, he's gone. Not a moment after that, 1,000,000 ducks start walking into the bar, one by one, filling up the place. The man's like frustrated. He looks at the bartender and says, "What the hell? I asked for $1 million, not 1,000,000 ducks." The bartender says, "You think I asked for a 12-inch pianist?"
So, That's it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was a joke.
It was a joke. I wouldn't give it that much credit.
Dude, what do you want, man? You invited me up here.
No, I didn't. Jeremy and Sarah invited you up here. I'd like to keep my name as far away from this segment as I possibly can.
Fine, Alex. Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the parking lot, Alex.
Okay. You intimidate me, so
yeah, whatever.
You won. We can just say that. All right. Well, that's all the time we have, or at least all the stuff we made for you people. And if you want more, go to our YouTube page, The Agenda on TV2, or our Twitter page at The Agenda on TV2, or just like us on Facebook. And if you don't want any more, then why are you still watching in the first place? Good night.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're gonna turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won. What's your reaction? Yeah! Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it. Drowned it again. And now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.